Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the chapter hardware and software. Now, hardware and software are the two components of the computer. Now, in this video, we will discuss the question and answers that were given to you in the notes. So, the first question is, what is the difference between hardware and software? So, let's learn the difference between hardware and software. So, the answer is, hardware refers to any physical components of a computer. So, in a computer, there are many physical components like monitor, keyboard, mouse. Okay. So these all physical components are basically called the hardware. Okay. So any physical components of a computer are called hardware. Let's see what is the software. Software refers to the program which are required to operate the computer. So to operate the computer, we need certain programs. Okay. So those programs are called what? Software. For example, MS Word. Okay. MS Word is an example of a software. Then Paint that we do in computer, that is also a example of a software. So this is the difference between a hardware and software. Hardware refers to any physical components of a computer. Any physical components that we see in the computer, all are called hardwares. And softwares are the programs which are required to operate the computer. Now the next question is, how are hardware and software dependent on each other? So how are hardware and software, they are dependent on each other? So the answer is, CPU, memory unit and hard disks etc. are useless unless they are provided with instructions and data for storage and processing. So these are the certain hardware. CPU is the hardware, memory unit, the unit where we store the memory. Okay, the hard disk, this is the storage device of the computer where the data are stored permanently. So these all are the hardwares. So these hardwares are totally useless, okay, unless they are provided with instructions. If they don't have any instructions, if there is no any instructions provided with the CPU, with the memory, with the hard disk, then this all hardware will become useless. Okay. Similarly, Windows or MS Word has no importance unless they are used along with various hardware components of the computer. So Windows and Microsoft Word, these are the examples of software. So these two softwares also will have no importance until and unless they are provided with various components of the hardware. For example, MS Word. If your computer has MS Word but you don't have any monitor or a keyboard or a mouse, then the MS Word will be of no use. Since you don't have any keyboard, you won't be able to type here. Since you don't have any mouse, you won't be able to select any options. And since there is no monitor, you won't be able to see the output. Okay, so this MS Word, even if it is installed in your computer, it will become a useless. Same Windows, even if the Windows is installed in your computer, but you don't have various hardware components, then this software will be of no use. So hardwares are dependent on software and softwares are dependent on hardware. Now the next question is, why motherboard is so called? That means why this board which is there in the system box is called a motherboard. Why this board is known as a motherboard? Now you can see the answer. Motherboard is so called as all the boards of the computer are connected to this board. Since motherboard is the main board of the computer, so all the other boards that are found in the system box all are connected with this motherboard. Since all are connected with this motherboard, that's why it is called as a motherboard. Okay. Now our next question is, what is a storage device? Now see, in a computer there are many storage devices are there. Okay? In a computer there are many storage devices. Now the devices of a computer that stores data permanently. Whenever the data are stored in a computer permanently, that means even if you switch off the computer, the data will not get lost. Okay, so those devices are called what? Storage devices. Okay. So the next question is, what is the difference between cards and codes? Okay, so in a computer there are cards and there are certain codes. Okay, so let's see what are cards and what are codes. Now cards are the printed circuit board used to hold the chip. Okay, for example, sound card. It is an example of card. Now sound card is a card that is used for generating the sound in a computer. Now these cards are certain place, okay, where this kind of cards are stored. Okay, okay, or which holds the chips of the sound card. Now ports are the cable used to plug into the ports. Now first of all, see what is the ports. Now ports are the empty spaces or empty places that you see in your computer. In your computer, by the side of the computer, you will see there are many empty spaces where we plug certain cables. Okay, so these ports are the cables. Okay, all the cables that we have, which we plug in the ports, are called what? Ports. Okay, so ports are the empty spaces which we find on the computer where we can insert certain cables. Okay, so these are the ports. So those cables which we use to insert in the ports are called what? Ports. Okay. Now our next question is, what is the power supply of a PC? Now a hardware that provides the power source of a computer is the power supply of a PC. So what is the power supply of a PC? It is a hardware. Okay, it is a hardware that is found inside the system box. Hardware that is found inside the system box that provides the power to the whole computer. Okay. It is also known as the heart of a PC. Now let's see the difference between system software and application software. So software that are required to control the working of hardware and aid in effective execution of general user applications are called system software. So as you can see here, they are required to control the working of the hardware. So all the hardwares that are connected to your computer, so they help to control. Okay, this software helps in controlling the hardware, and it also aids in effective execution of general users applications. So whatever general user applications are available, so with the help of this system softwares, we get a better execution of the softwares. Next, application softwares are required for general and specific purpose. Okay, so these are the simple softwares which are used for general and specific purpose. Okay, specific means for a particular work. Okay, like MS Word. So MS Word is an example of application software, since it is used for doing a particular work. You cannot do any other work in this software. So these are basically used for specific purpose. So such kind of softwares which are used for general and specific purpose are called what? Application software. And system softwares are those softwares which only controls the working of hardware.